about some of the things that were very much suspect in 2025. Second guessing what God has already showed you. That's giving very much suspect. Staying in cycles because you want a different outcome. It's given very much suspect. Calling procrastination being busy instead of calling it what it is. Always running late and pretending like it's not because you just don't want to be there. It's given very much suspect again. Waiting for motivation instead of practicing discipline. Girl, that is given suspect. Shrinking yourself simply because you want others to feel comfortable. Very, very much suspect. Looking for support from people who consistently show you that they will never support you. Girl, 2025, please let it go. Please. That's given very much suspect. It's like giving a lesson out should have been learned in 2012. Over spiritualizing things instead of addressing them with honesty. I'm so sorry, girl, but you're a suspect. Outgrowing circles but staying loyal because it's familiar. That is so suspect. And last but not least, pouring encouragement and giving grace to everyone except for yourself. It's giving suspect. Okay, bye. Welcome back into the powder room, everyone. I am your girl with Jazz, and I'm so excited for you to be here. I know it's been 6 months since I posted here on this YouTube channel, but if you are an OG, if you are riding with the GOD gang, then you will know that your girl is on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, and I post there pretty much every week, if not every week, at least once a month. So this time that I've not been here active on YouTube, I've been there. I've also created a new page, Hanging with Jazz, which is my vlogging channel, which features me and my family, and you get to see so much things behind the scenes. So please make sure that you follow me there. But before we go any further into it, I am not here to teach, to preach, to sing, to do anything but just to simply reflect on 2025, because girl, it was giving very much suspect. And if I'm honest, I was the suspect. Okay, these are the lessons that God has shown me. God has shown me about me. So let's get into it. The lessons that I've learned in 2025. The first thing that's on my list is second guessing what God has already shown me. When God shows you something, please, girl, can we just embrace the thing that we saw and stop second guessing it? If God is giving you the spirit of discernment and he shows you things, I need you to lean into it. And I'm talking to me, girl, because this is the lesson that I learned. Sometimes, you know, because we want different outcomes, we try to pretend like we didn't hear God, or we try and say, God, maybe if I pray about it, this thing can change. And yeah, prayer works, absolutely. But when you want to be in the will of God, and you want to be in alignment with God, if it's not lining up and it's not in his will, and you're praying and you ask God to show you, and he shows you, girl, what you think is gonna happen? If he's telling you to move, move. If he's telling you to stop, stop. If he's telling you to let go, let go. If he's telling you to hold on, hold on. If he's telling you to push, push. If he's telling you to stop, girl, whatever God is showing you, please listen. Stop ignoring it. Believe it. Lean into it. And yes, be confident in the discernment that he has given you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that God is, you know, he's always speaking. Just listen. Another lesson that God was showing me is the patterns and cycles that I remained in. God revealed to me the patterns that I didn't even realize that I was repeating. And once God revealed them to me, I could not unsee them. Sometimes we can stay in cycles because we want to avoid the truth. And it can be, the reason behind avoiding the truth could be connected to fear. Fear of letting go, fear of change, being too comfortable, and not knowing what will be next. So yeah, God definitely revealed that sometimes we can stay in cycles and repeat them simply because we are avoiding the truth behind it, the cycle. So let's take a deep breath and let's embrace this lesson and exhale and break that cycle, because we will not remain in cycles and repeat old things simply because we are afraid of what is next. I'm not gonna lie, not knowing what's next is very fearful, but this is why we have to put our trust in God. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And if we have a sound mind in Christ and He's leading our way, we are not supposed to see what's next anyway. He is leading the way. We are not leading our own way. I am not leading my God. If you don't lead me, I am the suspect. Walking without Him is giving very much suspect. Talking without Him, suspect. I can't do this without Him. I will not do this without my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Absolutely not. I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not. I will not. You will not leave me. You will not talk to me. You're going to talk to me. I am staying right here
until you bless my soul.
I am not doing it without you, because listen here, okay? I am not doing it without you. God, if you don't lead me, I am not going. Period. All right, another lesson that I learned in 2025. Oh my gosh, this was such an amazing lesson. I learned the root of my procrastination. It was tied to my energy, the way how I physically feel, the timing of when I accomplish the task that I have to do, and why it leads to procrastination. So let's back it up. Okay, so boom. This year, what was unfolded for me that God has shown me that has blessed my soul, girl, I gotta break this down for you. So let me get to it. Hold on. So when you first wake up in the morning, right, what is the first thing that you do? Some eat breakfast, some drink tea, drink coffee, drink dirt, aka matcha, whatever it is that you do when you wake up. Amen. Praise the Lord. You know, that's what you do. So for me, what I was doing, what I didn't realize that I was doing backwards, was I would always write down tasks. What I was doing wrong was I was doing all of the little tasks first. Okay, let me knock out all of the little tasks at once and then save the most important, the biggest task for last. Why would you save me? I'm talking to me. Why would I save the biggest task for last? Let's connect it to our energy levels. When I drink my coffee and my blueberry muffin, that's when my energy is at its maximum potential. So during this time is when I should accomplish the most important thing, the biggest thing, and get it out the way. I was doing it backwards. I was doing all of the little tasks that meant nothing. And then it also ties into the way how my mind was trained that, oh, I do my best work under pressure. Or yeah. Like, where did that come from? Like, is it just me, or did anybody else grow up thinking that? Like, I do my best work under pressure. Like, crunch time, I'm gonna do my best. No, baby. That is called stress, and then it leads to procrastination, and then you just give anything. You don't even give what you're supposed to deliver properly because you are stressed and trying to rush. Oh my gosh, let me tell you the freedom that comes with doing things before the time. Peace. The peace of God that passes all understanding is connected to doing things early. Can we stop operating in last minute? Now let me tell you the peace that comes with tackling tasks when your energy is at its maximum. Girl, the peace of God. And let me tell you, all of those little tasks that you have to do that are on your to-do list, it just flows right along, girl, because you're so motivated after doing this big task that you thought was going to be so hefty, girl. So 2026, we are tackling the big task. Another thing that I learned in 2025 that blew my mind was that I did not have systems. I did not have systems for everything, for work, for family, for church, for task. Anything that I did, I was doing it. Everything was just overlapping each other. Everything was overlapping each other. All of this task that I had to do for family was overlapping work, was overlapping school, was overlapping ministry, was overlapping all of the things that I wanted to do. And all of that played a part into procrastination. Not having systems literally will drown you. Putting things in order, putting systems in place, organizing your life. Girl, How can we function without a system? Of course, the system of God. God. That system. But girl, we gotta have a system. We cannot operate without no system. We will be stressed, and we're not going to do that anymore because this is the lesson that we learned. Systems, baby. And we're going to get more into that in another video. Another lesson that I learned in 2025 was, baby girl, in this big adult life that we live in, it's okay to make friends. It's okay to undo that thought of making new friends is odd. No, baby. Making new friends in this age, it's refreshing. It gives you life. Oh my gosh. Me and my husband, Coach AB, Shawnee, Rama, me and my hubby, we made some really good friendships this year with other couples that are just like us, you know, couples that love God, couples that are funny, couples that love to eat, that love to joke, that love to hang around, that have children. We've met some amazing couples, and can we please stop that thought of no new friends? Like, I know Drake was singing that for a while, but I think he can use some new friends too. He learned that lesson. Hey, it's okay to make new friends, guys. It's okay to make new friends. And I know when we make new friends, we have a list of things that we have, these boundaries and stuff like that. I'm not saying put your guard down and don't have no boundary and just make all of the friends in the world, because no, you do need to have boundaries. You do need to know the behind of who this person is, especially if you have kids. You can't just let anyone around your children. You can't just let anyone in your home, or, you know, you have to know who is this person. So, you know, do that work. Do the behind work. You know, take it slow, but it's okay. It's okay to let your guard down and make new friends. And it's also okay to walk away from old circles, guys. I know. It's okay. Sometimes we just have to. When we stay in circles that were only meant to be for a season, guys, we are stunting our growth. It doesn't have to be a bad ending. It doesn't have to be something negative. It can just, growth is different. It's uncomfortable. It feels weird, and sometimes it feels wrong because it's new. But guys, it's a part of life. It's a part of life. Like, we have to grow up. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you don't have love in your heart. It doesn't mean that you're not saved. Like, what? Like, you're growing. You have to grow. You have to expand your wings. And sometimes staying in these circles or being connected, sometimes staying so locked in will literally stunt your growth. You know, there's a list of things from the past that will just always be at the forefront of your mind. And even when people are growing right in front of you, you know, you got to let them go. You got to let them grow and be free and become that person that God has called them to be. Growth is beautiful, guys. Like, let's embrace it. Let's embrace it. Let's embrace the growth. Let's embrace letting go. Let's embrace ending beautifully, gracefully with God, and beginning and blossoming into something new. Girl, it's okay. It's okay. And it's also okay, I want to add that it's also okay that, you know, the friendships that you've had or the connections that you've had, if they're solid and, you know, there's no reason to let it go. That's beautiful. It's a blessing. It's a blessing when you have people that can remain in your life and that God has called them to be in your life for life, to ride with you through seasons, that God has literally created to be by your side. Shout out to all of my family, my friends who are amazing and who've been by my side through all of the seasons. Oh my gosh. This is another lesson that I learned, that you have to put effort in. You have to be a friend. You have to be a sister. You have to show up for the people that you love. Show up for the people that you love. Give. Be a giver. Don't always be a receiver. You know, be a giver. It's a blessing to be a giver. It's a blessing. Oh my gosh, here's another lesson that I learned. I didn't write this on my list, but let your no's be no's and let your yes be yes. Okay? If you say that you're going to do something, do it. And if you're not going to do something, don't change your mind. Be a woman, be a man of your word. And this is why it's so important to not speak too quickly. The good old book of Proverbs, it talks about our tongue, right? And to not speak too quickly. Pray before you answer so that your no's can be no's and that your yeses can be a yes. Unless God is telling you absolutely not, that means that you're not in the will of God, that you should have never said yes in the first place. And now you're speaking out of turn, you're speaking out of emotion. Be in line with God now, because He will tell you before you even open your mouth. And another lesson that I learned, oh my gosh, is that I love being creative. Brings me so much joy. Oh my gosh, being creative and creating things and making videos and making vlogs is something that I just love to do. I love editing, I love vlogging, I love being creative. You guys know that I'm a singer, doing music. All of the elements of being creative just makes me happy. And when I don't do that, I feel like something is off, like I need to do something. And getting in my bag of being creative brings me joy. This is why I'm always trying to do something, because taking pictures and editing and it just makes me happy. Do something that you love to do, and it doesn't have to be about a strategy. It doesn't have to be about you trying to build anything. Just do it because you love it. If you love to paint, oh my gosh, do it. Find those little things that bring you joy. If you like to go to cafes and try different coffees and teas, and you like to try different pastries and desserts, girl, do it. Do that thing that makes you happy. Working out, if that makes you happy, working on yourself, journaling, whatever that thing is, do it. And that leads me to the next point of another lesson that I learned this year. All right, another lesson that I learned here in 2025 that was given very much suspect was looking for support from people who consistently show you that they will never support you. Girl, if people consistently show you that they don't want to support you, please stop pushing them. Please stop sending them videos. Please stop sending them reels. Please stop. Just stop. You can love them. I mean, that's your choice too. I mean, if people show you that they don't want to support you, it's okay. I want you to move on past that. It's 2025, baby. This is a lesson that we need to wrap it up on now. Like, come on, let's wrap it up. And another thing is, some people, right? I think I'm gonna just leave it as that. I was gonna go into a different place and say that maybe, you know, you're taking it too, maybe you're looking in it too deep or whatever. No, baby. Some people literally, they just don't want to support you, and it's okay, because there is an audience who will support you if you're in ministry, whatever it is that you're doing. Your voice is assigned to a specific people, and the moment that you stop looking and waiting for the support of people that you expect, and you just walk in God's purpose and His calling in your life, those people that are meant to be there to support you will be there, and it won't even feel so heavy. You know, it won't feel like a daunting thing, or, you know, it will just be organic, right? Let it be organic, girl. Don't even focus on any of that. Like, that, just wrap this lesson up. Like, who cares about who supports you or not? It doesn't matter. Do what that thing is that God has called you to do. Keep going, keep grinding, keep walking in the will of God for your life. Things is gonna happen, baby. It's gonna happen. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. And girl, this is the last lesson I'm gonna say. But no, there's two more lessons. Another lesson that I learned in 2025 was pouring encouragement and giving grace to everyone else but yourself. Girl, why? It's okay to give yourself grace. It's okay to, you know, take a moment to pause. It's okay. You can't give grace to everyone else but not give grace to yourself. You can encourage everyone else, but you won't encourage yourself. The moment that you look at yourself, you save all of the negative talk for you. You place all of the fears on you. You can encourage everyone else to do reach for the moons and the stars, but when it comes to you, you have a fear. No, it's time that you start encouraging yourself. Okay, it's giving very much suspect. All right, you don't got time for that. Okay, now this is another lesson that I learned in 2025, and this is the last lesson. All right, the last lesson that I learned in 2025 is to share the weight with your husband, with your partner. Share the weight in marriage. Sean is over here praising God. I wish I could turn this camera. Share the weight. Share the weight. It's okay. I know we are taught as young girls, and when we see our amazing fathers and our amazing dads and our amazing uncles and grandfathers and brothers, we are taught that men are created to carry the weight. And they absolutely are, because God didn't give them all those big old muscles for nothing. You were supposed to carry the weight of the world on your shoulder, baby. Yes, that is exactly what we are taught, and that is exactly how we act. However, as a woman, right, as a wife, we are created to be the helpmate. So yes, the weight is on them, but we are created to be by their side, to share that weight, to be the discern, to have those eyes and that wisdom to know, okay, I am placing too much weight at this time on him, and if I continue to press and push and pour weight onto him, this man will fold. And I don't need him to be folding right now. I need him to be the support for us, and I need to be his support so that he can support us. It's a two-way thing. It's not a one-man thing. And I, really had to do some deep diving and say, like, yeah, I'm a real spoiled girl, a real blessed girl, and I thank God that, I'm grateful. But wisdom says share the weight. It's okay to share the weight. It's a joy. It brings peace. It makes your marriage better. It gives it, just share the weight. Share the weight. Share the weight. And I love being able to share the weight with my husband. And I know this might be something that is debatable. It could very well be debatable. Some women don't want to share the weight, and they want to put all the weight on the men and have them do everything while we just sit back and be housewives. I understand. It's a choice. It really is a choice. And no, I don't got it all together. No, we don't have it all together. Yes, we are still learning and growing. And we've been together since we were teenagers. But as we are growing in marriage and this year, there are some things that we both deep reflected on, and we realize what works for us is what works for us. And so this is the last episode of 2025, and I just want to say thank y'all so much for supporting. Thank you guys so much for staying connected, for being my girl, for being in the powder room on IG, checking in on Mondays. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for liking the video, for commenting, for subscribing to the channel. I pray that in 2026 that God will give me more so that I can be a big time giver to all of you, to give and show y'all some of the love that I want to give y'all. There's some things that I want to give y'all. I pray that this next year will be an amazing one, that God will continue to bless us, that God will continue to bless you, that he will be a keeper, that he will get us together, that we can come off that suspect list, and that we can make it and be on a different list, the blessed list, the favored list, the blessing list, the wealth list, the abundance, the joy, the peace list. That's the list that we are asking God for. God, get me on that list. I just pray honestly that God will continue to bless us, to keep us, and that we can stay locked in. Y'all pray for me. I'm gonna pray for you. Thank you for checking in with Powder Room. I love you, girl. We made it. We made it. I love y'all so much. I don't even want to end this podcast. I'm getting ready to wrap up and do some other things over here with the family before we close out the new year. I'll see y'all real soon, girl. I love y'all. See y'all later. Powder Room Jazz. I'll see y'all later, baby. Peace. 2025, we are closing up.